Arnold Schwarzenegger, a global icon, is synonymous with extraordinary success in many fields, from bodybuilding to film to politics. Born on July 30, 1947 in Thal, Austria, he transcended the limitations of a country boy to become one of the most prominent figures of the 20th and 21st centuries. However, behind the halo of brilliant achievements lies a life filled with challenges, deep sadness, and moments of inner struggle. From personal loss, career failures, to marital rifts, Schwarzenegger's journey is a colorful picture where joy and pain intertwine. This essay will explore the greatest sadness of his life, his career journey with successes and failures, the achievements he always strived to achieve, the love story and marriage with Maria Shriver, the relationship with his children, the sharing of sadness from his ex-wife Maria Shriver, and finally a conclusion about the complicated legacy of an extraordinary man. The greatest sadness of Arnold Schwarzenegger's life, as he admitted in his autobiography, Total Recall, My Unbelievably True Life Story, 2012, was the dissolution of his marriage to Maria Shriver in 2011, after he revealed that he had fathered a child out of wedlock with his housekeeper Mildred Baena. This event not only destroyed his 25-year relationship with Shriver, but also shattered the public image he had built over decades. Schwarzenegger, who has always been a symbol of success and discipline, felt like his whole world had collapsed when he faced the consequences of his actions. He described the moment Shriver confronted him about Joseph Baena, his son with Mildred, as one of the most painful days of his life. He knew he had betrayed the woman he loved, the woman who had accompanied him through some of his most difficult years, and that filled him with deep guilt and remorse. This sadness was deepened when Schwarzenegger realized that his actions had not only hurt Shriver, but also their 4 children, Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher. He has shared that seeing the disappointment in his children's eyes was the most painful thing for him. As a father who always wanted to be a role model for his children, admitting his mistakes to them was a big challenge. He spent the following years trying to repair his relationship with his children, but he admitted that some wounds may never heal. The pain of losing his family's trust, along with watching Shriver, his former confidant, leave him, was a sadness he carried with him for the rest of his life. He once said that if he could go back in time, he would do anything to protect his family, and this regret has become an inseparable part of his life story. Arnold Schwarzenegger's career has been a remarkable journey, from an unknown bodybuilder to a Hollywood movie star and eventually governor of California. Starting in his days in Austria, Schwarzenegger grew up in a poor family, where his father, Gustav, was a strict ex-military man. From a young age, he dreamed of escaping village life and becoming a celebrity. He found his passion in bodybuilding and began competing at the age of 15. In 1968, at the age of 21, he moved to the United States with only $20 in his pocket and a big dream. His perseverance paid off when he won the Mr. Universe title in 1967 and then became a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, becoming an icon in the world of bodybuilding. His success in bodybuilding opened the door for Schwarzenegger to Hollywood. With his breakthrough roles in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, and then The Terminator, 1984, he quickly became one of the top action stars. Films such as Predator, 1987, Total Recall, 1990, and Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991, catapulted him to the heights of fame, grossing billions of dollars at the box office. However, his acting career was not always smooth. He faced criticism for his acting ability and his Austrian accent. His first role, Hercules in New York, 1970, was poorly received and made him doubt his abilities. He has said that there were nights when he sat in the gym crying because he felt he was not talented enough to compete in the harsh industry. After Hollywood, Schwarzenegger turned to politics, serving as governor of California from 2003 to 2011. As a Republican, he implemented reforms ranging from tackling the state's budget deficit to promoting environmental protection policies. However, his tenure was not without controversy, especially as he faced the global economic crisis of 2008. He has said that long nights in the governor's office trying to balance the state's budget left him exhausted. There were moments when he cried because of the pressure of having to make decisions that affected millions of Californians. Schwarzenegger's career setbacks were not limited to unsuccessful films or controversial policies. One of his biggest setbacks was when he faced accusations of inappropriate behavior toward women during his 2003 gubernatorial campaign. These accusations forced him to publicly apologize and admit that he had engaged in inappropriate behavior in the past. This not only damaged his image, but also made him feel embarrassed, especially when facing his family and fans. However, he learned to recover from his mistakes, using them as motivation to become a better person. The achievements that Schwarzenegger has always strived to achieve are not only in titles or awards, but also in inspiring millions of people around the world. In bodybuilding, he revolutionized the sport, turning it from a little-known hobby into a global phenomenon. He founded the Arnold Classic, one of the world's largest bodybuilding competitions, and wrote numerous books on bodybuilding, including the new Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding, which became a guide for millions of athletes. In film, he became not only an action star, but also a producer and director, helping to shape the action film genre of the 1980s and 1990s. In politics, Schwarzenegger has always strived to be a visionary leader. He has championed environmental policies such as the California Greenhouse Gas Emissions Reduction Act, AB 32, one of the most progressive environmental laws in the United States. He has also used his platform to promote education and health, especially for disadvantaged children. After leaving office, he founded the Schwarzenegger Institute at the University of Southern California, which focuses on public policy research and inspiring young leaders. For Schwarzenegger, his greatest achievement was not fame or fortune, but his ability to make a positive difference, whether it was helping a young person achieve a goal in the gym or pushing for a policy that changed the lives of millions. Schwarzenegger's love and marriage to Maria Shriver was an emotional chapter in his life. They met in 1977 at a charity event hosted by the Kennedy family. Shriver, a talented journalist and member of the Kennedy family, was attracted to Schwarzenegger's confidence and ambition. The two began dating, and after 9 years, they married in 1986 in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Their marriage was seen as a symbol of the union of Hollywood and politics, with Shriver always being Schwarzenegger's companion, supporting him in both his acting and political careers. They had 4 children together: Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher. And for many years, they were the picture of a happy family. However, their marriage was not without its difficulties. The pressures of both their careers, with Schwarzenegger busy with film projects and later politics, while Shriver continued her journalism and charity work, left them little time for each other. Schwarzenegger's biggest love tragedy came in 2011, when Shriver discovered that he had fathered an illegitimate child, Joseph Baena, with his housekeeper Mildred Baena. This revelation not only destroyed their marriage, but also left Shriver, who had placed her trust in him, feeling betrayed. Schwarzenegger publicly apologized, admitting that he had made a serious mistake, but that could not save the relationship. They separated in 2011, and their divorce was finalized in 2021, after years of fighting to find a way to mend the relationship. Schwarzenegger has 5 children, 4 with Maria Shriver, Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher, and 1 with Mildred Baena, Joseph Baena. Each of his children has taken on a part of his personality and ambitions. Catherine, the eldest, is a popular author of books such as Rock What You've Got and the founder of a podcast about mental health. Christina, the second daughter, has kept a more private life, focusing on charity work. Patrick, the third son, has pursued an acting and business career, with roles in films such as Grown Ups 2. Christopher, the youngest son with Shriver, is in college and has a passion for sports. Joseph Baena, his illegitimate son, has become a bodybuilder and actor, following in his father's footsteps. Schwarzenegger has tried to maintain a good relationship with all of his children, although the publicity surrounding Joseph has caused tension in the family. Since the scandal, Schwarzenegger has worked to rebuild his relationship with his children. He has spent time with them regularly, from attending family events to supporting their personal projects. However, he has admitted that healing with his children has not been easy, especially with Catherine and Christina, who were initially hurt by their father's actions. With Joseph Baena, Schwarzenegger has publicly acknowledged and supported him, from funding his school fees to encouraging him to pursue his passion for bodybuilding. Although his relationship with his children has improved over time, Schwarzenegger still feels guilty for the pain he caused them. Maria Shriver, in a rare post-divorce. In a 2022 interview on Hoda Kotb's Making Space podcast, Shriver described Schwarzenegger as a man of ambition, but also of deep emotion.